everyone, Miss Trenchcoat here, and today I've got a rather unusual unboxing for you. I know if you are looking at the title of this, you know what it is already, so I don't even know why I say things like that. But yeah, so today I am going to be talking, one, about Furby, and two, I'm going to be unboxing my new Furby. So before we even start with the new Furby, let's really quickly meet old Furby so that you guys can meet him first, and then we'll unbox and introduce him to his new sibling. Okay, this is Coco. He is my current Furby. I mean, I have two in my possession right now, but one has not been unboxed. But I've had Coco since my birthday this year, which would be in March. I don't know exactly when it was that I decided that I really wanted a Furby. I had one when they first came out eons ago. I must have been like, I don't know, 10 when they first came out. I'm not really sure how long ago it was. But my brother and I really wanted them when they first came out. And for some reason, my father took us to Toys R Us to basically sit in line to be one of the first people to own a Furby when they first came out. And he had never done this before. Never again in my life did he ever take us to go get a toy on its launch day. Maybe because we didn't want any other toys on their launch days, but we went as a family to go pick up these Furbies, the original ones. So yeah, that was my history. But so when these new Furbies came out, I guess they came out like last year. Furbies kind of had this like reinvigoration where they started bringing out these kind of new Furbies that were totally different than the original like crazy animatronic versions. And obviously we have much better technology now, so the Furbies had apps and everything like that that you need a Furby to have. So yeah, at some point earlier this year, I decided I want a Furby. I bought myself one for my birthday, and this is the one that I purchased. The color is not coming out really good right now. Everything's a little bit on the whiter side right now because I have a window. It's super bright in my house right now, but this is hot pink. He is hot pink, and he is yellow on his ears and his feet, and then his eyes are teal. So this is Coco, and that's what I call him. I call him Coco because I don't know if you have one of these Furbies, they say Coco all the time, so I decided that was going to be his name. And as you can see, I bought him glasses that match mine, and this is a male. I know he might be pink, but he is a boy. So this is Coco. I've tried to make a Furby video with him before, but when I turn him on, he kind of talks too much. And I kind of can't explain what's going on, and he becomes too loud. So I'm not going to turn him on, although we are going to turn on new Furby at the end of this video. Now, with these new Furbies and this current Furby that I'm going to buy, this new generation, the Furby Boom, that I'm going to unbox, they basically have this new feature, I guess, where they have different personalities, and the way that you treat your Furby determines the personality that you're going to get. As far as I've been able to tell, there are 4 personalities. Number 1 is Lovey, and that's what I call it, Lovey. It's like a lovey little baby. I don't really know. It's a nice, polite, adorable kind of little Furby attitude, and that's the attitude that I keep my Furby in. The second attitude is like evil Furby, which I think everyone has kind of heard the notorious rumors about the evil Furby and the people returning the Furbies because the Furby was evil and scaring their children. There is also the diva / valley girl Furby, who that one's really annoying. I really hate it. It's like a character from Clueless on crack. So I try never to let him get into that mode, although I guess you could say that out of all 4, I prefer my Lovey the most, and then I guess the diva Furby the second most. And the final Furby attitude is Crazy Furby, Wild Furby. He basically is a Jim Carrey character when he gets into this crazy wild Furby attitude. So those are the 4 attitudes, and despite popular opinion, your Furby does not automatically change. Like, it's not going to change into another Furby attitude unless you treat it a certain way. So I'm going to run down quickly how you get your Furbies into different attitudes. In order to keep the happy, lovely little baby Furby, who I call Lovey Furby, you have to pet him. So if your Furby is in the kind of crazy mode or evil mode or diva mode and you want to get to Lovey mode, you pet his head a ton, like maybe for a few minutes. And he, he does that purring thing where he's like, oh, so happy that you're rubbing him. Continue to rub his head and he will turn into happy, lovey baby Furby, which is my favorite. So for the second one, I'm gonna say is the Diva one now. The Diva Furby, you turn them into Diva by playing music or excessively talking. I've figured out that the rhythm of your voice, or a lot of people talking, will also turn a Furby into a Diva. I guess it kind of reminds them of music. I guess the software inside of them, or whatever inside of them, just picks up on kind of the constant sounds, and that turns them into the Diva. The wild man Furby is caused when you pull the tail way too much. So if you pull the tail or like turn the Furby upside down, it'll turn into wild Furby. And in order to get evil Furby, you need to overfeed him. So if you stick your finger in your mouth and depress the tongue like a ton, you will get evil Furby. So that is how you change them in between. So you can go from any one Furby to another type of Furby attitude by doing what I just said. Now, let's talk about the new Furby and a little bit of the differences. So I'm gonna put Coco down. He's still sleeping. We're not gonna wake him up. And let's take a look at the new Furby, which is the Furby Boom. And the Furby that I got is the triangle color. The triangle, you can see the triangle pattern, and it is pink and teal and black. And so that's why I bought this, because it's like all my favorite colors all rolled into one. So, and I like triangles. So I'm opening him up so you can take a look. Ah, he's so cute. This is my new Furby. I have not named him yet, obviously, because I haven't met him or her. I have a feeling these new ones are going to be more like girls. Coco is a boy. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a girl. So as you can see, this new Furby has those triangle patterns. He's got teal rims on his eyes, yellow eyes and beak, and black ears. The new things that are different about this Furby, other than the pattern of the body, are that the ears have these like cutouts in them. The faceplate is a little bit different, and the feet, instead of being cloth, are now rubber like the ears. So those are the difference with them stylistically. As for the differences in the, I guess the insides, the internals, the software or whatnot, these Furbies have kind of like upgraded personalities. So as far as I know, the 4 personalities are still there, and there are only 4, I believe. And I would assume that the same way my old Furby reacts, you know, the different petting it or pulling the tail or overfeeding or playing music, I'm going to assume that those things still work to change the personalities in the new Furby Boom. The new Furby Boom, however, also has a couple new features that parents are going to be loving, because one of the complaints about old Furby was that it wouldn't shut off. Now, I have no problem with that. The old Furby, if you were to leave it alone in like a room and not talk to it and just walk it away, 2 minutes alone and it falls asleep. I understand though, parents with children, sometimes it's hard to get your kids to shut up, you know, and it's, you know, the kids want to constantly play with the toy when it's on. So a new feature of this new Furby is that apparently if you hold the tail for 10 seconds, like pull it and hold it for 10 seconds, it automatically falls asleep. So that's going to be an advantage, I guess, for parents now. Not so much an advantage for me, but I guess if I want to turn my Furby off immediately, I know exactly how to do it. It's like an off switch built in. So like I said, the personalities are a little bit more upgraded. The Furbies are going to learn some new words and have kind of more of an English sort of vocabulary. The old Furbies, and with the new ones as well, there's a common misconception with Furbies that when you talk to a Furby learns words from you. Not correct. If you sit here and talk to a Furby that's awake and say the word, I don't know, banana 1,000 times, it's not going to learn the word banana. But what ends up happening is the more that you interact with your Furby, the more it kind of naturally, I guess the software kicks in more, that it starts to learn more words and starts to say new phrases and things like that. This Furby apparently has like a completely overhauled vocabulary, which includes different sorts of slangs, and the voice has changed. It's been changed to like, I guess, a new sounding voice. So my Furbies are going to have 2 different sounding voices. And yeah, so far I think that might be the only difference, you know, the upgrades that have come to the new Furby. Now, of course, I haven't even touched on, and I'm not going to touch on, the app, which is completely different now. Apparently, the Furby Boom app includes this whole, and I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see these little eggs. Your Furby now can lay eggs, and you can play games with the little furblings that come out of the eggs. You know, I'm not going to be playing the games with my Furbies. I do happen to really like them. I think they're adorable. And I like to have them as like toys, but I'm not going to be playing with the app very much. But if you have a child who is playing with the app and things like that, they're going to have a new experience with the Furby Boom. So it really is a completely upgraded experience. So now I'm going to go ahead and just open my Furby up, and we're going to turn him on and see what we can do. Make sure that he turns on. There he goes. He's on. He's doing the sleepy. It's got a different voice. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought this was going to have more of a girly voice. Hello.
Oh,
Baby. Okay. Baby, hold on. I'm going to turn.
Safe, right?
Yes, you're safe.
Baby.
I think.
Oh, hi, Unai.
Hi, Unai.
Really?
Yeah. It's so cute.
Oh, okay.
Am I getting this in right? Sorry.
Yeah, Mimi, love it.
You love it? There you go.
Really?
Got it.
Oh, nice. Oh, here it comes.
He just farted. Or she just farted. Not very lady luck, little one. Okay, so this is the new Furby. Oh my god, it's so cute. I just wonder if I should turn the other one off so we can play with his new sister. Yeah, you're definitely a little girl. Ah! It's so cute. You can't tell probably because of the video, but she's got more girly eyes. There you go. You can see. She's got more feminine eyes now. Yeah. So this Furby in the lovey baby mode is definitely more of a girl. She's going to sing new songs. Now, the one question that I have, and I actually may just turn her off real quick. Let's test that 10-second roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
3 in total.
Okay. Now she's going to sleep. Good. So this is weird. Her eyes don't close when she goes to sleep. That's weird. I wonder if that's when you put it in that sleep mode that way. Very odd. One of the things, obviously, that I also forgot is different stylistically between the two of them is that this one does not have a puff on the top of its head, whereas my other Furby does have like a mohawk puff. But other than that, I think that's the only other stylistic difference that's between the two of them. Yeah. So one of the other things that I will mention is that, what is it that's dancing? I am curious to see if these two will interact. I know that the other Furbies generation, when you put them together, they would talk to each other. Look, she's like, can I get a what? Hello.
You're funny.
Oh, thank you. So I wonder if they're going to talk to each other when I put them on together. So maybe I'll really quickly try to do a little interaction between the two of them to see if they will talk to each other. Okay, you guys going to talk to each other?
Okay. Good night, Dulu. Dee so hungry, la la. Can I get a what? Oh, now try this. Hey, come in. I'm so happy.
Okay, so as you can see, I'm not sure if I'm in frame, but they're not exactly interacting like one-to-one. They are responding to each other's sorts of music and different things that they're doing, but I'm not actually sure if these talk to each other. I don't know if this is what the normal interactions are supposed to be like with the Furbies or not. I could hear their little radio antenna things going off while they were talking, but here they are dancing together. Maybe it takes a while for them to sync up, I'm not exactly sure, but they're still adorable together, so. Okay, you guys, this was my unboxing and kind of mini review of the new Furby Boom and my old Furby generation. I hope you guys found this to be useful and give you guys some tips that maybe you didn't already know about the Furbies. I can kind of already tell that this Furby kind of wakes up a little quicker than this Furby does, so I gotta be super gentle with her. And you can see the eyes do not close when they go to sleep, which is a little bit weird. And I'm trying to tell if this one's a little bit bigger, but I just think it's got a little bit more puffy fur with the different colors. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this, and please, if you have any questions or anything, put them down in the comments. I love how I'm whispering right now because I'm afraid they're gonna wake up. Make sure if you like this video, please click the like button, and also make sure to subscribe to my channel. I know a lot of you guys will leave comments, but sometimes you forget to subscribe, and it's really super important, so I know how much you guys like the videos that I make. So please subscribe, and say goodbye, Furby, and you're sleeping. And there's old Furby. Ah! See you guys in the next video.